Welcome to the Wake Up with Jim and Saab podcast. Hey.
We back.
We back.
We ghost.
Damn, it was like a 2-week ghost, huh? So walang pasabi, walang anything.
Super ghost.
Who cares?
Napagod
I'm
kami
sorry.
from our medyo late night episode. We're so happy that you guys joined, diba?
Yeah.
That was so fun.
We had a live show on our exclusive Facebook page.
Yeah, and
We have to change the name though.
yeah, we have to change the name. Apparently, it's the same
already
name
taken.
as Jojo A.
Yeah.
Medyo late night with Jojo A. Meron palang ganun.
Oh.
But it was super fun, no?
We'll take some suggestions if you want. Just tweet us, #Wake Up with Jim and Sab for our not so late night live broadcast
Yeah.
television show,
Ano ba?
digital show, internet
Live
show,
stream show.
bonanza.
Okay, so we'd like to thank our sponsor for this episode,
Ooh.
Alaksan FR, a reliable weapon against body pain. So for this episode, we're gonna share our individual battles that we've gone through since the lockdown has happened.
Oh,
I know everyone has been going through their own set of battles since this thing has happened, and it's something out of this world, and we hope na just by sharing our stories, what we've been going through, it can help you. Also, this is another episode of Finding Happy with Happy Dad.
oh,
Hindi, joke. Well, that's why ginawa ko yung podcast na yun talaga. Because personally, ang dami kong pinagdaanan during this quarantine and
na hindi ko alam.
na hindi mo alam na I had to look for plug?
Oo nga eh. Double plug, Alaksan and Happy Dad. De, joke lang.
Okay. Okay. We will...
Wait, you finish that train of thought. I'm curious.
You're curious pala?
Yeah.
Okay. Hindi.
Ate, I'm curious pala.
Hindi, kasi ang daming... Naghanap talaga ako ng like for different scenarios that I was going through. So first it was like stress about my business kasi nga of the lockdown.
Yeah.
And then even my personal management, That's why I did the podcast. I thought it was like, okay, maybe the most therapeutic thing is actually helping other people with specific problems.
Yeah.
And like I've said on that show naman, I'm not an expert, but I can say that I've found happiness. Kaya gusto ko lang i-share.
Oh.
So that's my plug.
Oh. No, it's true. Kasi when you help people, you actually really help yourself.
Yun talaga.
Yeah.
That's really the greatest cure.
Yeah. Remember, even with heartbreaks, diba? When you're going through something, hindi ka pa fully repaired. When you help someone through their heartbreak, talaga
yun talaga.
natutulungan ka talaga.
And yun talaga yung nangyari with our best man Manny.
Mm-hmm.
Diba? When nagsabay talaga na I was cheated on, and then like a month later, kami na ni Saab, and then he was cheated on. So talagang we found healing in helping each other. So anyway, yun. Okay, so siguro okay. My first
Ang bilis
one.
mo palang nag-move on, no?
Ang bilis talaga.
Parang just hearing it like that, like 1 month later tayo na,
And kinasal na kita.
Hindi naman, grabe.
Hindi, pero I mean, ikaw yung naging
Oo nga, ako
wife
yung the
and
one. I'm like the
woman of
best
my
rebound
dreams.
ever. Oh,
yeah, talaga, totoo. Sobra.
That's it, guys. Rebounds can happen. Rebounds can work out.
There is magic in a rebound.
Rebounds can be for keeps. Hindi foul mang rebound. Gusto may basketball reference ko doon.
Ganda.
Okay. Huwag mong gagamitin sa linya-linya yun. Bayaran niyo ako.
At alingaw-ngaw. Okay, so ako naman, I just want to share. Mine has been, my battle, especially in the beginning, has been running a business. So, I guess as a business owner, there were real, especially for siguro if you're in retail. I remember the first day of lockdown, and it doesn't help nga because the lack of information, the lack of organization.
Sobra.
That's what really doubled the stress.
Yeah, and with all these people you're taking care of, diba? The sales staff, the people who are going to your office, and then biglaang, diba, yung announce yung lockdown, parang biglaan rin yung,
Nakailan na.
parang nag-iba-iba yung,
Nakailan na, di ba?
Oo.
And
Nag-iiba-iba palagi yung rules.
yeah, and I think with Linya Linya and Isabel's, I think what I'm happy about is that the people I work with are so um have the same set of values as me.
Mhm.
Na parang our primary goal during when the lockdown happened and our main concern was what do we do about the people who will lose their jobs.
Mhm.
Yun talaga. And ako naman, I find comfort in the fact that I work with people and, I'm building these businesses with people who share the same value.
Yeah.
Na hindi agad-agad
Give up.
give up, hindi agad like, we have to fire everyone now, ganyan. I mean, I think kami ni Ali, we have the first month of lockdown, that's all we did.
Mm-mm.
We were thinking of ways na, okay, what can we do for this department? What can we do for these people? But anyway, I remember I just put myself rin in a position na medyo fortunate ako and blessed na this happened na medyo established na yung company.
Yeah.
Because I remember like at the start of the lockdown, we were driving out and then I saw this restaurant
Mhm.
near our house and it just as in literally still had the balloons of parang congratulations. Nakaka-open lang ng restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
So I was putting myself in their shoes. Naisip ko, the hardest part kasi of the business, especially in retail, is that first wave, that launch. Actually,
Yeah.
when it's running, medyo ano na yan eh, parang it's something tuloy-tuloy na.
Mm-mm.
Alam mo yun? But kasi all their super duper duper hard work is getting all those permits,
Yeah.
hiring people, promoting your business. And then the thing is, what people
And
I
you
mean-
invest a lot of time and energy in training these people.
yeah, and I think one thing that goes unaccounted for is when you open up a shop, okay, you you invest your own money and your time in it and money talaga.
Mhm.
When you look at that shop, you look at their surroundings, all you can see is okay, nakatenggang pera.
Yeah.
Ganun talaga eh.
Oh.
Like, especially, let's say, for that restaurant, you go in, you see a stove that you just spent, let's say, 100,000 pesos for, and it's not going to be used.
Yeah.
Or, in our case, let's say, looking at our products, yung shirts namin, naalala ko, at the start of Linya Linya, naalala mo, we were just in our condo, and ginawa kong storage room yung bodega. Ay, not bodega. Yung parang isang spare room
Yeah.
ng condo. And it would spill over to the kitchen.
Mhm.
And every day, I'd wake up like looking at it and looking at it as if, okay, nandito lahat ng pera ko. Nandito lahat ng savings
Yeah, this was
ko.
before Linya Linya ever had an office or
Anything.
It was nostalgic. Nostalgia. Ano bang tawag sa? Ano bang? I'm getting nostalgic.
Nadjo-joy nostalgia ka.
Sobrang inside joke. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Grabe.
I remember rin-
Let's do another episode for that.
Sige.
Yung, as in the beginnings
Yeah.
of your business. But anyway.
And anyway, parang I could only imagine. Remember, another story is when we opened up our Mega Mall store.
Mhm.
So Saab was there. Kasi
Yeah.
nung umpisa ng linya-linya, in fairness naman to Saab, like the ultra cheerleader, supporter,
Uy, nanggugupit ako ng mga stuff. And
secretary,
Yeah.
anything, any role that she could do. Sige, ako mag-i-email nun.
technically, I am the corporate secretary.
Hindi naman I mean, you are the boss woman. Anyway.
Okay. Ako, I was there sa Mega Mall.
Grabe, as in, lalo nung umpisa, every store opening, pupunta si Sab.
Syempre.
As in talagang, and the night before, pupunta siya sa Ingress. Tas very supportive. Like, kailangan ko magupit ng illustration board. Kasi kami lang talaga gumagawa ng lahat.
Yeah,
And
that was fun.
buti na lang, si Sab was the only girl in our group. And kami ni Ali, hindi naman kami marunong gumupit. Hindi kami marunong maging OC about like, you know how about being like, how this is this pretty? Is this
Yeah.
ganyan? Sab was all of that. Sab would always, and nakakainis, lagi tayo nag-aaway, no? Parang pag may lumabas na something, ginawa na namin ni Ali, tas si Sab would say, bakit parang ganun yung yellow? Bakit yung light hindi nakatapat
Yung readability.
Yung readability, ganyan. Tapos kami lagi, oh my God. Dapat talaga, clear natin guys. So anyway, ang point ko is, Mega Mall was one of the most stressful moments. And I could only imagine, just to open the store. Kasi ang nangyari sa amin nun, parang 2 months na. Kasi yung siraulong contractor namin.
Sobrang bagal.
Sobrang nyari.
At the morning of the opening, we were painting stuff.
Yes! Ganun na kasi sabi ko, 2 months na. 2 months na kami na-charge ng rent. Walang pera yung company. 2 months na kami na-charge ng rent. Sabi ko, magbubukas na lang tayo today. Bahala na. Kukuha na lang ang pintor.
Can you share the story with the powder?
Ayun. So, ako naman, in my panic, sabi ko, magbubukas tayo. So, Ali and
Wait, can I say it? Pagbukas. So, it was like, 4 a.m. of the morning of opening. Yeah. Tapos, binuksan na yung, what do you call it? The
freak.
The rolling thing.
I hated that thing because yung SM was like, oh no, you can't use any roll-up. You have to use the super expensive steel something. I forgot the name.
The roll-up steel thing that covers the store. So, we opened that. Tapos sobrang amoy yung paint ng floor. Was it paint or whatever, varnish? So, sobrang nangamoy na. Si Jim.
As in, sobrang lakas.
Sobrang
lakas. Varnish.
Talagang gumuguhit sa ilong mo. Tapos talagang, so we're like, oh, shucks, we can't have this because it's gonna offend people's nostrils. Jim, in his panic, just ran to the nearest convenience store and then bought baby powder and cologne and alcohol. And then he just started sprinkling the whole store with baby powder. So, ang nangyari, it formed some sort of paste on the floor.
Because the paint wasn't done. The paint wasn't done. Linigyan ko ng
So, imagine, nagkaroon ng parang paste sa floor and then everyone who would step on it, nagkakaroon ng mark.
Yung doubling attack was, kaya tawang-tawa si Ali. Tinatad ko ng pulbos. Tinatad ko rin ng cologne after. Kaya nagkaparang
yun nga, like a
paste.
Yeah.
Kaya for the first year of our Linya Linya Mega Mall branch, may footprints.
Sobrang
hindi matanggal. So, anyway, so kaya ko lang sinishare yun kasi I can only imagine how it is for businesses that literally just open.
Yeah.
That experience kasi is so crazy and it's such a thrill, and the only reward is actually seeing, oh, we opened, people are coming in, and yun. So again, for me, I think during the pandemic, the hardest part really was, imagine mo, I still feel bad about having to talk to everyone through a Zoom call.
Yeah.
And telling them, it was like talking to my children and saying like, I don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
So, again, that's why I'm very thankful about, I'm thankful for Ali kasi no questions asked, nag-usap kami. Okay, we will shoulder their salaries until kung kailan natin kaya.
Yeah.
And that's what we did to motivate the ones that were left behind, that stayed. So we told them, guys, let's keep working hard para we can give the other departments can come back. Parang let's hold the fort.
Yeah.
Kasi when just so you know, if you don't know, Linya Linya kasi has physical stores and the online store. So we were saying, let's and we have a creatives team that creates our content with Ali. So we said, oh, creatives team, keep making our page relevant, and let's and yung gusto ko rin last is it's a funny thing na parang during a pandemic nga, the first thing you have to do for your business is you have to you really have to trim the fat. Kasi if the whole business changes, you really have to select, okay, what departments are the ones that are needed the most. So kami parang nakakatawa lang na parang yung creatives namin, tuloy lang kayo, magpatawa lang kayo. Pero kami ni Ali, the way we talk to them, we said, guys, this is like the worst time. People are experiencing depression, anxiety. That's our responsibility now as a page. Parang we owe it to our community to make them laugh.
Yeah.
That's our role now, 'di ba? And give hope. So we even said, that's why we made that Kalma video.
Yeah.
We made a video that tackles about being lonely. So anyway, ang point ko is I'm just really glad that we were very people centric in this pandemic. Like, how can we save jobs? That's really what we did. And I think how it affected my personal life was that I realized na the reason why we have trials, parang that's really it. You have trials to really set you up and prepare you for even bigger trials. To make your heart stronger, to make you more courageous. And yung mga Mega Mall story, yung kunento namin kanina, and ang dami pa, those things harden up, they allowed us to be prepared for something like this.
Yeah.
So I just want to share to those who have a business, who started a business or have been affected by this pandemic, na maybe this is your parang baptism of fire. Na everything after this sisiw na.
Yeah.
And I remember talaga last na, so ang daldal ko.
Go.
Pero I remember before Linya Linya started, I was contemplating, do I take up a MBA and learn before I start my own business? And I remember a friend pointed it out na when we were doing the pulbus thing and dying because the cash was dying and everything. Sabi niya, this is the MBA.
Yeah.
So ako, for me, that's what I want to share to our fellow business owners and aspiring entrepreneurs, na this may be your higher education that you would actually be paid for talaga. There's that's a direct return. So yun, I hope lang for me, if my parting words lang ako for business owners and whatever, is that even before the pandemic, that's why it's so important to have values, shared values with your business partner or with your employees. And yung values kasi, it's such a jargon thing eh. Like, and I was so allergic to it before. Yung parang, ano ba yung core values natin? Diba? Parang,
mission, vision.
naiinis ako dun dati kasi parang, especially in a really, really big company, the problem with that is that sometimes doesn't disseminate well. No, parang, excellence, innovation, blah, 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 blah. Biglang, ang mangyayari, Jim, nasend mo na yung email? Ang ina naman eh. Parang, saan yung innovation, saan yung excellence, compassion dito? Alam mo yun, because nga, it's so far from you. So I think that's the beauty of our small shop. Na kami ni Ali, sobrang pinag-usapan namin talaga. When this
Ano nga ba ang core value nyo?
Adaptability, compassion, and fun. So we really said, like, we always have to adapt to whatever happens. If Facebook shuts down, if whatever, we will find a way. Compassion, we will always believe in people first. Our people are the most important. And fun.
That's so true.
At the end of the day, if we are a entertainment page, if we're not having fun, our employees are not having fun, then it's useless.
Yeah.
So, yun yung ano ko na you sit down with your business partners or whoever and you talk about it. You
Yeah.
express it.
I think the buzzword for especially for businesses now is pivot. Pivot. You have to pivot because nga things are changing. You have to find a way to, as Tim Gunn would say, make it work.
Who's Tim Gunn?
Project Runway. Make it work.
Yun yung kalbo.
Make it work. Tim Calvo. Oh. Tim Gunn. Kalbo ba si Tim Gunn? I guess. I don't know.
Yun. Oh, and tama ka. Pero ako for me, that's why I still believe in yun nga. Ano yung core values mo? Kasi that's what will allow you to pivot.
Yes.
So that's mine. Ikaw, Sab, ano yung personal battle mo?
Well, I guess the hardest, I'm sorry to say, Jim, but the biggest adjustment for me would be, kasi I'm used to staying at home naman eh. I mean, I'm a freelance creative. I have hosting jobs here and there, but most of the time I'm at home, especially since I became a mom. I just always want to stay at home. But the biggest adjustment was having Jim at home with me. Kasi, I mean, I love Jim. You guys all know he's my best friend in the world. Kaya nga parang ako, oh my gosh, what if like you're stuck with someone who's not your best friend? Diba? That would be so... I think this pandemic is testing a lot of friendships, like with your roommates and marriages. Kasi you're really stuck with each other.
Yeah.
In fairness naman, it's not the worst thing ever, duh. But the being beside each other for all day nga, mostly. Especially with Jim's anxiety because of his business and, you know, the change in your lifestyle. It was different for me. Na parang I had to really talk to you about like how things are going to be okay. But I was honestly, I mean, I'm happy to do it because once we had it out, you were able to come out the other side talaga na more positive for I don't know what I'm saying. Sorry, I didn't want to say positive because it's like such a...
Pero what do you mean? Pero why was it a battle? Why would you consider it a battle?
Well, kasi if I'm gonna be honest, I mean, it was a battle kasi talagang na-compromise yung everyday activity ko, yung normal ko. Na-compromise na parang I couldn't concentrate on what I was doing kasi I had a flow na eh. Like, you know, I'd work this amount of time and then I'd relax and then I'd be with the kids and then I'd blah, 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 blah. Tapos na-compromise yun kasi si Jim nga, you know, he is a manager. So he was like, parang nawala yung employees niya physically. So, kumbaga, like, he would always like pop into the room and be like, anong ginagawa mo? Like, micromanaging me. And
Hindi naman ganun.
Hindi naman. Like, but I felt that way.
Pero hindi naman ganun.
Hindi naman ganun. Anong ginagawa mo? So, parang ako, like, as I'm watching my reality shows, I feel so guilty kasi parang, like, do I have to have a time card? Like, you weren't there when I was doing stuff. You weren't there when I was spending the whole morning with the boys, you know, and parang I felt so, my mom guilt, my partner guilt, and I feel like you caught me when I had my pants down, you know, metaphorically speaking, and, but also the battle would be, I really had to stop kasi ano na eh, marriage na yan eh, 'di ba? Partnership yan. And I think it was also my job to calm you down, to help you. So that was my battle. Like if I was gonna fight with you and be like, excuse me, and be all defensive, 'di ba? Na parang di mo alam ginagawa ko, you know, stuff like that. I could have been like that, but buti na lang nag-overcome yung yung love ko for you and patience as a partner kasi I had to be really patient with you because syempre this is a change. This is a big change for you. And you also you weren't really I think it wasn't yung dad guilt. It was fine no before kasi you really changed your schedule na you're home for a better part of the week and then ilang times a week ka lang at the office and you really made it so efficient that you would be back home right away. But now that you're here 24/7, you hear them while you're working and then you can't concentrate.
Imposible.
I know, and that's why I had to talk to Jim and say, you have to relax. It's okay. You're not being a bad father. You're doing this. You're getting things done, getting work done para you can be with them and 100% of your attention is on them. Because otherwise, you'd be with them physically, but then you're thinking of the emails you haven't sent. You're thinking of the projects you haven't started. So it's okay. It's just, wear some headphones so you're transported into another place. So,
yeah. And I think, ano naman, in fairness to you, I think I still remember like I think it was month 2 of the lockdown kasi the first month medyo I found ang mali ko 'di ba parang ang naging therapy ko was nag-obsess ako about parang accomplishing stuff.
Productivity.
Oh, kasi the first month 'di ba
everyone's like take online classes. Do this, do that. Don't waste your time at home.
Actually more of because nga I couldn't do anything for the company because everything stopped.
Everything's on hold.
So like I felt like I'm jobless. So for the first month, sobra ako, I need to make a new song today. I need to make a music video for Cheats today. And then I have to start my own solo project today.
Yeah.
And then after that, after that whole momentum stopped, sobra akong pagod and depressed kasi parang
medyo napiga.
Oh, pigang-piga. And I remember one time, I came into your room and humiga lang ako sa floor. Naalala mo yun?
Yeah. Yeah, here.
Because nga meron akong, may chronic back pain ako. Pero humiga ako sa floor. Tapos, I think that was our breakthrough moment. And ang ganda dun sa, I think, how you won that battle.
Mm-hmm.
So ako, ang advice ko to all the women, is you telling me one how you felt, how I made you feel, therefore I could put myself in your shoes, and two, ganda nung sinabi mo talaga na Jim, magkaiba tayo ng style, pero nagagawa ko naman yung trabaho ko.
Yeah, why do you think the house is still standing?
Pero it was even more of like, it wasn't me naman questioning you doing your work. It was me trying to fit you into my flow.
Into your schedule.
Into my schedule, my style. Without realizing na, nga pala, meron ka ng ganun. Yun. So, and then I guess the last one.
Grabe pero sorry, pause lang. Yung parang movie moment yun, no? Yung pumasok ka dito tapos you umiga ka sa floor and then like, I sat down beside you. That was such a movie moment.
Yeah. Yeah. So, last one is, I think, yung battle natin together as parents. And we will share that after this break. So yun, I've been having a lot of back pain because in order to feel in control of my life, I worked out times 5 than how I normally worked out, and yung
parang tinaas mo yung weights mo, no?
Yeah, parang in-increase ko yung weight.
I'm strong.
I am in control. And then even yung yung in terms of work, like if before I would sit down and do work for 2 hours, like dire-diretso ako, di ba?
Yeah.
Especially when the boys are asleep, magpupuyat ako working. So sobrang grabe yung back pain ko.
From all the sitting,
From all the sitting, I had carpal tunnel. I thought I had arthritis.
Oh yeah,
diba? Nalala mo yun?
Yeah.
Kasi I felt like joint pain everywhere. So anyway,
oh my gosh, nakalimutan ko na yun
diba?
Grabe.
I had a brace and stuff. So anyway, I just want to share that if you are experiencing those pains, Might as well get some Alaxan FR, which has
Ako na magsasabi, ibuprofen.
and paracetamol formulation for body and muscle pain.
I know what Alaxan FR means.
What?
Fast relief.
Correct.
Yeah.
And it's fast because it works in 15 minutes. So it's good for back pain, neck pain, stiff neck, joint pain, arthritis, muscle pain. And I don't have arthritis naman pala.
Thank you, Lord.
Which is good. So, and yun nga eh, the triggers of body pain kasi is stress, wrong posture,
So it's all of you.
all of the things that I was doing. And I think what's good about partnering with Alaxan is, they've really been pushing, the laban lang and triumphant spirit for our frontliners. They've been advocating, the modern day warriors, which are the frontliners, who have, given more given the situation that we're in.
That's
COVID
awesome.
lockdown, yung commuting, work from home, and, single parents. They really want to push these modern day warriors.
Why did you say
Modern day.
No, but that's awesome because we need all the help we can get. We need all the support, like work from home people, frontliners, especially parents rin. And I think small businesses, they're also supporting, no?
Yeah, that's why they partnered up with Linya because nga, they see us as a modern day warrior. Now
Modern day.
Modern day warrior. Yeah, we're a modern day warrior because we're a funny company and an entertainment company providing humor and hope to our community. And pareho kami ni Ali na may chronic back pain. So,
Well,
so yun.
thank God that Alaxan is sponsoring you guys.
So yun, I think it's great, to win each day because it's crucial to be, unstoppable. And body pain can stop you. So why not get the fastest pain reliever, Alaxan FR?
Cool.
Okay, so one of the battles that we've faced, the biggest one is as being parents. Na it's such a scary world, diba? And
It's like, what have we done? We brought them into this world na parang ano bang future nito? No?
Oh, I think yung mahirap nga ngayon is parang it started from a very macro perspective. It started, what's wrong with the world? How parang tuloy-tuloy, 'di ba? Parang the pandemic, the government corruption and failures, deaths, the potential collapse of our hospital system, 'di ba? And yun nga yung I think yung pinaka nakakatakot talaga as parents is that the hospital is meant to be your saving grace, 'di ba? And because of the pandemic, it has become the place you fear the most.
Yeah. I know. That's why ang main namin dito is talagang cannot be na there's any reason for anyone in the house to have to go to the hospital. That's why it's very, very stressful. Now you're just thinking of like wherever you look, you think there's a potential of getting hurt, of getting sick, and it's very stressful emotionally.
Grabe. I think yung shinare ko nga rin kay Saab before is before this pandemic, ako honestly yung praning na parent. Okay? Like, the funny thing is I was interviewed and I was asked like, how is it being a cool dad? Parang gusto ko sabihin, I am not a cool dad.
You are.
I'm not. Like, cool in a sense na, sige, pwede sila mag-swimming doon kahit may sharks.
Parang wala atang, hindi ata yun yung cool dad. Irresponsible dad ata yun.
May mga titong ganun di ba? Like, growing up, I remember...
Letting kids swim with sharks, that's a little much.
Or like, naalala ko kasi, yun nga, growing up, my parents once told me the story. I think I was 7. Imagine a 7-year-old being told this story. Na, hala, Jimbo, alam mo ba na yung anak ng kaibigan namin kinidnap kasi lumalayo sa mall. Yung parang not being
Yeah.
with the parents. Lumalayo sa mall. Tapos 1 year later, nakita nila sa Hong Kong wala nang kamay at paa.
That's
And
so
that,
messed
I
up.
think,
Stayed with you forever,
stayed
huh?
with me forever. And me, ako, kami ni Chelo, my younger sister, whenever my mom would be shopping, let's say in a hardware store or whatever, I would always get some form of weapon.
Mhm.
And we would walk normally. I mean, kahit kasama namin yung mom ko, hawak ko yung whatever weapon yun. Whether it's not a knife naman siguro.
Mhm.
Pero like, kuwari, a spoon or whatever.
Yeah.
Tas, so anyway, I grew
Kaya
up.
pala medyo weird ka when we're like crossing the street. You're like, OA sa, like, medyo talagang protecting me from cars.
Yeah. Sobra. As in,
Oh.
I'm very, my anxiety has been at an all-time high, and especially for our kids.
Yeah, but I'm sure your parents thought that would be a good thing for you. I mean, iba talaga yung parenting styles before. That's why we're trying something different now with our kids. Definitely, we want them to not be afraid
Mm.
and to not be anxious over things and to learn things for themselves. Like, siguro in the future, it's like, you want to swim right after eating ice cream? Go ahead. Para pasok ka, you'll know. Then fine, they'll throw up the ice cream. Okay, then they'll know not to do that again. Diba?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I guess the funny thing is, like, the one thing that I was never like super praning about. I was never a germaphobe.
Oh,
So this anxiety has really changed.
it's
me in that-
mutated.
parang dati, like, I would always be like, relax, nakahawak lang ako sa escalator.
Oh no. Even my parents are like that. Never touch the escalator.
Parang, ako hindi talaga ako
Don't
ganun.
touch the
As in,
banisters. Don't.
hindi ako ganun before. But, because of this thing, and it doesn't help, like, getting all these Viber messages na, but getting all these stories of how people got COVID, na they were well protected. So anyway, it's I guess we're venting right now, sharing na it's super crazy. All our senses are heightened. But what do you think? What steps have we taken? To to protect ourselves from the virus first. Well,
Definitely we don't go out the house.
we don't. As
We
in,
don't na.
This whole quarantine.
I still used to go to the grocery. Ako yung tribute. And then parang when we heard stories nga na parang even if you're protected, like you just
Face shield, si Saab, face mask.
yeah, it's just I didn't even want to risk it anymore. So now it's a little may konting more expensive, pero we try to do online, and it's so hard because you have to look for different sources. Like iba yung
I have no idea.
Jim, you have no
kung
idea
paano mo
talaga.
ginagawa
It's like
yun.
iba yung fruits, iba yung isda, iba yung oh my gosh, iba yung pang pantry, and it's laging yung itong grocery na to walang stock ng ganyan.
If you could share with us any recommendations of what you've been doing,
Yeah, that would help. Yeah. And then yeah, so now we stay at home. We stay at home. There.
Anyone who comes in the house for anything important, naka PPE.
Yeah,
As in
we
full
have
PPE.
we provide the PPE, disposable masks and gloves.
Gumawa na rin si Sab ng disinfection box.
Yeah.
Yun nga yun yung mahirap no? Parang kasi these are all the things that you see people doing. And somehow, nakakalusot pa rin.
Well, we don't really know. I mean, the exact nature of how these people got sick, but we're doing
best that we can.
we're doing what we can based on the guidelines of sanitation and disinfection. We're trying our best. At least we're not putting our guards down. Diba? What else have we done? we've been sleeping earlier.
Yeah, I think yun talaga. The pinaka, especially as parents, no,
Mhm.
what yung tinutukan namin talaga is what the babies are eating. Sa talagang fruits, vegetables, and even us personally.
I said sleeping earlier.
Totoo rin.
I know. Okay. I thought you heard eating better.
Pero yun, sleeping early.
Yeah.
Like, nakakatawa nga eh. Parang kami ni Sab, every night, parang, tulog na. Tapos pagtingin sa clock, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
As in talaga, kaya eh.
Well,
Knock-out
because
talaga.
it's very, because nga we're
We're up at 5.
and we're very, I think it's very nakakapagod talaga throughout the day. Because not only are you physically there and like, yung emotional toll rin talaga of, I have to keep reminding myself to relax my shoulders. Kasi nagkakaroon na ako ng pains pag, pag lagi akong I catch myself na ano bang tawag doon? Parang tense yung shoulders ko. Nakataas yung shoulders ko.
And ako naman, what I had to do was stop myself from sitting all day. Pero that's why, kaya nga, again, like I shared earlier, nag-overcompensate nga ako na sobra, nung first first month of quarantine, yun nga, like, ultra workouts, and then I had an injury, which I shared kanina. So, anyway, I guess, how have we calmed each other down while being realistic naman?
Ikaw?
Definitely, in the beginning, we were doing a lot of yoga. I really believe in physical activity, whether it's yoga, stretching, working out, running, all these things. It's an investment for your body. For me, I really believe it's the best defense.
Yeah.
Building your immunity with good diet, with good exercise and diet. So that's what we've been doing. Both of us have been really working out and eating well. And then our journaling. Every day we start our day with journaling. And Sab shared on her Instagram nga this Bible app that we've been using. So amazing.
It's cool.
Sobrang in fairness.
It's very cool.
That's sobrang hip.
Yeah.
Para siyang Instagram stories.
Yeah. And I can't believe it's free.
It's free.
Tapos parang when you play, you can, as you're reading the chapters in the Bible, well, ako kasi I started this new, there are different plans that you can do. So I'm on day 3. It's a plan that will help you read the entire Bible. Parang, sobrang okay siya. Tapos, it's kind of like a podcast. Pero yung nakakatawa nga yung voice niya. Kaboses niya yung guy from Honest Trailers, that YouTube channel. So, it's pretty funny without trying to be funny. And then
the
Mark.
Holy Spirit.
Mark was not named Mark.
Pero hindi ganun lahat
Yeah.
Kaya siya nakakaaliw lang. Para siyang Instagram stories. It's so refreshing kasi.
And it's so high tech because as you read the Bible, you can click play and then it'll be parang audible. Like an audiobook. And it's cool.
Galing. I'm just so fascinated. And so yun, ako for me, that's helped us a lot.
Oh yeah, what's the name of the app? It's just called Bible.
Holy Bible.
Holy Bible. YouVersion.
So, yun, I think...
Oh, and if you're gonna use that app, Jim and I highly recommend changing the Bible version to The Message.
Yeah.
Di ba may parang New NIV, ang daming mga interpretations ng Bible. What we found works for us is it's called The Message.
Yeah, parang we finally understand.
It's layman's terms.
It's in layman's terms. So I guess what we want to share as whether you're a parent or you're living alone or you're married, I think the best way to handle yourself during this time is establish a routine.
Yeah.
And give yourself a break. Yung routine should allow yourself to be gentle to yourself.
Yeah.
Now, that sounds sexy, but be gentle with yourself. Ne, pero I mean it. I think that was my problem because nga I was like really I was on again a car. Hindi ko lang bakit napupunta naman ako sa code.
Car metaphors.
Car metaphor na naman.
Okay, go. I
Parang
can't wait to
pumunta
hear.
kang gear 5.
What's
A gear 4.
what are gears? Chat. Ata, what's gears? I have a driver kasa.
Yun na para kailangan mo matuto na prumeno, you need to
What's prano? Check out.
you need to give yourself a break and
Oh, like a break.
and enjoy yourself.
Labo.
Labo.
Beep beep for joy. Labo.
So yun,
And then before we end things, ako talaga, I mean, that Bible app, whatever. I mean, I think if you're gonna build on anything, immunity, your relationships, I think you really should work on. I mean, I would suggest that you work on your spirituality.
Yeah.
Because it really, really has helped us. Yeah.
and like this is the comparing to the what I said about the business thing na it's not just for business pero in life, trial after trial, you are pretty much the pressure turns you to gold.
Yeah.
But there will always be another trial. So might as well have a companion in each trial because more and more they will become beyond what they will more and more they will become beyond human comprehension and human capabilities to handle on your own. Yeah.
That's nice.
So yun, we hope you guys stay safe and stay tuned for the next episode where we share some tips that helped us deal with anxiety and other problems during the pandemic. So we'd like to thank once again Alaksan for sponsoring this episode. Bye.
Bye.